like the way it sounds, Frody? Yeah. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that my mommy. I will never give my heart to a if I could just make a dance that goes with this song, then I'ma be on.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports.
As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Ryan's Falcons.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this.
There goes Thomas Rawls. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas Rawls, 55 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First and 10, it's Ryan. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Freeman again. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that leads to an Atlanta first down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond, as you just noted. And
this time, the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back. Side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back to the ground on 1st. Again, it's Rawls. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Flush to his right. A strong running. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
First down, this is Rawls. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Cliff Averill coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, the Falcons will call on Matt Bosher to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. On now, it's Blair Walsh as he'll try the field goal here. From the left hash, this from 46. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
On second down, here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Ryan to throw. He's got Sanu. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points. On second down, Ryan looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. Third down now following the run. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. Punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Gabriel, the man in motion. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
To throw is Wilson. And fights through. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adrian Claiborne in there to bury him for a loss of 11. To throw is Wilson. To throw on second down. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. The 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it second and goal. Wilson wants to throw it. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now it's Wilson. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Here's Ryan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Ryan. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. One last shot for Ryan. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And the storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Rather you than me. If you've been with me from Port of Miami, it's been a journey. Ain't nothing changed. A little stronger, a little wiser. Maybe a little more. Blame it on America. I'm pulling off the lot, I bought the cash. Whoa. Her future bright, don't give nobody bad. Whoa.